Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. So in today's video, I'm doing another lazy girl method nail design. So I'm just starting with applying my sunscreen to my hand because my hand is going to be in the lamp often and I want to protect my skin. So I'm just rubbing in the sunscreen. Next, I'm going to be applying my gel base coat to all of the nails. I did already prep my nails and applied my own peel off base coat off camera. So yeah, I'm just applying the gel base coat to all of the nails, and when I'm finished I would cure that for 30 seconds. I'm using rubbing alcohol as my sip solution as always, and I'm going to be using these full covered XXL nail tips that I got from Amazon. I will be finding my sizes off camera. I do label my container so that I can get to my nail tips a lot easier, so that works for me. And I'm going to be using my fall glitter leaves today as well. This is my first fall nail design for 2023, so I'm excited about that. I wanted to start a little earlier than I usually do, so I'm starting early this year. So I just picked out the purple and the gold glitter fall leaves and I just placed some on my nail palette for easier access. So I think I started with the ring nail tip, so I just placed a small dot of the gel base coat, and then I'm going to be picking out one of the fall glitter leaves and placing it on top of the gel base coat that I placed down inside of the nail tip and making sure to secure that. And then I'm using my mini nail lamp to cure that while holding it down with my dotting tool. I cured it for about 5 to 10 seconds, and I'm going to be doing that throughout the whole nail. So I just placed small beads of the gel base coat, and then I put one of the fall leaf glitter on the gel base coat inside of the nail tip, applied some pressure and cured it with my mini nail lamp for 5 to 10 seconds. And I always look at the nail from the right side just to ensure that it looks good. That's one thing I always like to do when I'm doing the lazy girl method, just to ensure that the nail looks good and I am not making any mistakes. And let me know if y'all would want me to do more lazy girl method nail sets. I haven't done them in a while. The first one I've done in a while was just a few days ago. I will link to that video in the cards. But before that, the last time I did any lazy girl method nail sets was probably about 5 months ago, I think. I'm not too sure. So let me know if y'all would want me to incorporate some more lazy girl method nail sets with my videos. I know I'm doing a lot of polygel overlay nail sets right now, but let me know in the comments if you all would want more lazy girl method nail sets. So I'm just gonna let this part play out so that y'all can see how I am applying the fall leaf glitters inside of the nail tip using the lazy girl method, and I'll be back when I have something important to say. So I did use my cuticle nipper just to cut off any excess glitter that was outside of the nail tip, and then I am applying gel base coat inside of the nail tip to secure all of the glitters, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. Then I just place the nail tip back on my nail palette because I am going to be doing all of the nails first, or most of the nails, and then applying it to my nail. It makes it easier when I do it like that. So yes, that's what I am doing. Now on the middle nail, I am applying this light purple polygel inside of the nail tip, and I'm just distributing it to that area right there. And I'm going to be doing an ombre nail, so I just fade the polygel on both sides by applying pressure with the polygel brush just to create that fade. And when I'm satisfied with how that looks, I would cure for 30 seconds. This purple polygel is from Modelones. I did review a polygel kit from Modelones I think a month ago. I would link to that video in the cards if you're interested. I got a lot of beautiful polygels in this kit. So anyway, after curing, I am going to be applying some 4-leaf glitters on this nail as well. So I just placed a dot of the gel base coat, and then I picked out one of the 4 leaves, placed it on the gel base coat, applied pressure with my dotting tool, and then cured for 5 to 10 seconds. I'm going to be doing that at the tip of this nail right here, and I'm just going to let this part play out as well, and I'll be back when I have something important to say. And by the way, if you all have reached this far in the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. This really helps the channel when you do all of those things. And also don't forget to share the video. So this is how it looks when I apply all of the glitters to the tip of this nail. Now I'm going to be applying the gel base coat to secure the glitters on the nail and cure that for 30 seconds. Next, I'm just going to be cutting off the excess glitters from the nail tip because some of the glitters were positioned close to the edge, so some of it was off of the nail, so I'm just cutting that off because it's not needed. And then I just placed the nail back on my nail palette. Now I'm just going to be applying some more glitters to another nail tip. I think this one is the thumbnail. So I'm going to be doing the same thing that I did on the ring nail. I'm going to be doing that on the thumbnail. It's basically the same thing. I just placed a dot of the gel base coat, then I pick up one of the 4-leaf glitters, apply it on top of the gel base coat, apply pressure with the dotting tool, and cure for 5 to 10 seconds with my mini nail lamp. And I'm just doing that on the whole nail. And when I am satisfied with how the glitters look, I would then apply gel base coat to the whole nail and cure for 30 seconds just to secure the glitters on the nail. So on this nail, I am going to be doing a marble nail. So I'm using these 2 polygels from Macart, and I'm also going to be using the purple polygel from Modelones. So I just placed a few beads of the white polygel inside of the nail tip. Then I placed some of the light purple and some of the dark purple. Then using a dotting tool that I dipped in rubbing alcohol, I'm just going to be moving the polygel around to create the marble nail. And you always have to look at the right side of this nail when doing marble nails, because sometimes you could think you are marbling the nail and moving around the polygel on this side right here, and then when you look at the right side, nothing is moving. It does not look like a marble nail. So you always have to look at the right side of the nail to be sure that it is marbling. And what I did was pat the polygel inside of the nail tip so that it is compact, and then I proceed to marble the nail. When I was marbling it, when the polygel was kind of outside of the nail a bit, it wasn't really doing anything, but when I pat the polygel inside of the nail tip so that all of the polygel is stuck inside of the nail tip, and then I proceed to swirl the polygel to get the marble, I achieved a better marble that way, in my opinion. So yeah, when I was able to achieve the marble and it looked good from the right side, I then decided to pat the polygel back in place inside of the nail tip and make sure that it is evenly distributed inside of the nail tip very nicely. And when I'm satisfied with how everything looks, I would place the nail tip on my pinky nail. There were also some noticeable bubbles in the nail, so I had to pop them and then pat the polygel inside of the nail tip just to cover the space that the bubbles made. Then I apply pressure. Next, I clean around the cuticle area and the underside of the nail. And when I'm satisfied, I cure for 30 seconds. And one thing I don't like about the lazy girl method is when you place the nail tip down, sometimes the polygel moves, so you get a bald spot in the nail tip. And when you remove the nail tip to try to fix that bald spot, it does not work. And that was happening on the pinky nail a bit. At the side of the nail there, you could see a space, and it even happened on the index nail as well. That was so annoying. So that is a disadvantage of the lazy girl method. When you apply pressure to the nail tip on your nail with the product inside, it kind of separates and could create a bald spot in the nail. But anyway, on the ring nail, I am just applying the nail tip. I did just I did place some of the clear polygel at the nail bed area only and then apply the nail tip to my nail. However, you can see the line of demarcation where the polygel stops, where the clear polygel stops, and I didn't really like that. The nail is clear. I could have left it like that, but I didn't really like it. So I was trying my best right here to apply some more of the clear polygel to the whole nail so you don't see that line of demarcation. So yeah, that took a while, but I eventually did it and it looked good. So I'm just making sure that the clear polygel is evenly distributed inside of this nail. I had to use some gel base coat as slip solution because after a while it was becoming a bit sticky when I was trying to pat the polygel in place. I don't know why, but using the gel base coat really helped. And yeah, I'm just distributing the polygel, and when I am satisfied with how it looks, I would place the nail tip on my ring nail, apply some pressure, then I would clean around the cuticle area and the underside of the nail and cure for 30 seconds. Now onto the middle nail, I just placed a bead of the light purple polygel at the nail bed area, and I'm evenly distributing that at the nail bed area just to cover that area so that I can apply this nail tip to the middle nail. Then I apply some pressure and clean around the cuticle area and the underside of the nail and cure for 30 seconds. Now onto the index nail, I'm going to be doing another marble nail. So I'm just going to be placing the 3 colors inside of the nail tip. Then I'm using a dotting tool that I dipped in rubbing alcohol just to swirl the colors together to mix them. So I'm just doing that. However, that wouldn't work fully to achieve the marble on the other side. It would work a bit but not much, but I just like to do that. Then I would pat the polygel inside of the nail tip just to make it compact and stuck inside of the nail tip, and then I would go in and swirl the polygel together again to get that marble effect. And it was working a bit here, but I needed to swirl it a little more, and I was getting a lot of bubbles when I was swirling the nail, so you always have to make sure to pat the polygel inside of the nail tip so that there wouldn't be as much bubbles, and you would also have to make sure to pop all of the bubbles that you see. So always look at the right side of the nail tip just to make sure that the nail is looking decent, there is no bubbles, and the marble is marbling. And when I'm satisfied with how it looks, I would apply the nail tip and apply some pressure, then clean around the cuticle area and the underside of the nail. And while applying pressure to this nail, I kind of got a bald spot on this index nail. I'm sure you all can see it, but I couldn't do anything about it, so I just left it. And I cured that for 30 seconds. Now on the thumbnail, I'm just going to be placing a bead of clear polygel inside of the nail tip and evenly distributing that. Next, I would place the nail tip on my thumbnail, apply some pressure, then clean around the cuticle area and the underside of the nail and cure for 30 seconds. So this is how the nails are looking, and as you all can see on the index nail, there's a little bald spot. But anyway, I'm using rubbing alcohol to remove the tacky layer from all of the nails, and then I would file the nails. And as usual, filing the nails took about 15 minutes for the most to do. It's so easy to file your nails when you are doing the lazy girl method. It takes no time at all. So I'm just gonna let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so this is after filing of the nails. So now I'm just going to be top coating the middle nail and the index nail, and I'm going to be placing some rhinestones and nail gems on those nails. I got this gold cuticle accessory from one of my Macart sub boxes, I believe. So I'm just going to be placing that on those nails. I think it's really cute. So I'm just placing that on the pinky nail and the index nail. I forgot to mention I did top coat the pinky nail. I just didn't show that part or something like that. So yes, and I cured that for 30 seconds. Now I'm just top coating the thumbnail and curing for 30 seconds. Then I top coat the underside of the nails and cure for 30 seconds as well. So I wanted to apply rhinestones to the index nail because I wanted to hide that mini bald spot that I'm seeing there. So I'm just going to be using some rhinestone glue, and then I placed a beautiful rhinestone on that area right there, and I tried to make sure that it was centerized because it was moving a bit. And then I would flash cure that for 5 to 10 seconds, and then I would cure in my bigger nail lamp for 30 seconds. So I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do on the middle nail, but I thought the middle nail was kind of bare, and there was a slight bald spot on the middle nail too, kind of, sort of. So I decided to apply another rhinestone to that nail, and I wanted to apply one of the half a circle gold gem to the nail as well because the middle nail was looking kind of bare. So I did it off camera because I really wasn't sure what or how I wanted to do it. So this is what I came up with, and now I'm going to apply some rhinestone glue, and then I place a nail gem right there and flash cure for 5 to 10 seconds and cure in my bigger nail lamp for 30 seconds. So this is how it looks, and I think it looks so good. So now I am going to be applying my cuticle oil to rehydrate my skin and nails. And this is the finished look. So let me know what you guys think about my fall lacy girl method nail set. I think it turned out really good. I love all of the colors that I used, and the lacy girl method is such an easy method, and you get beautiful nails in such a short space of time. Let me know what you guys think about it. Although there are a tad bit of disadvantages to the lazy girl method, you still get really nice nails like this one. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.